Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Spark Creativity Teacher Podcast, a podcast for English teachers in search of creative teaching strategies. Whether you're new to the show or a longtime listener, I'm so glad you're here for today's edition of Highly Recommended. This week, I want to talk about what to do if you're trying to help your students take advantage of the benefits of Sketchnotes, but they are just stuck. We're going to dig into a special video series by Sylvia Duckworth called Sketchnote Fever and how it can help. Students often struggle at first with sketchnotes because they just don't feel prepared to add icons and doodles to their notes if they aren't natural artists. Someone probably told them when they were 6 that they were bad at art, and by the time they get to your class, they've integrated that idea into their identity. However, Sylvia Duckworth has the most wonderful series of short videos teaching by demonstration how to draw simple icons to help illustrate ideas. I love this series on her website. It's called Sketchnote Fever. If you take a few minutes before a time when students are going to be taking notes and play one of her super short videos like school icons, subject icons, frames, or banners, students will have a chance to practice these easy icons and build confidence in how to integrate them. I would suggest you ask your students to keep a special place in their notes where they always draw their icons from the Sketchnote Fever videos. And then slowly, they're going to be building up a visual library they can refer to whenever they're taking notes, and specifically sketch notes. And then you're going to want to remind them to refer to it, right? They are not going to think of it. So if you're putting on a little introductory video and you want them to take notes, you can say open up your notes so that you can jot down a few key ideas from this video, and be sure to take out your visual library of icons so that you can use them as you take notes. Little by little, your students are going to become more proficient at creating meaningful visuals to complement their text notes, which means that they will become better at making their notes memorable through the critical thinking and dual coding that happens when they translate what they hear into words and imagery that work together to make meaning. With sketchnotes, students are using both sides of their brains. They're using the visual side and they're using the verbal side, and together that is pretty magical. It makes the information easier for them to remember, so keep reminding them of that. This isn't about making their notes pretty. It's not about winning an art competition. It's about helping turn the note-taking process from being something that's kind of more rote, where they're just copying all information that they hear down into their notes, turning it more into critical thinking, where they have to decide which information is most important and how can they highlight that with their visuals. And then this process makes the information more memorable. So this week, I want to highly recommend that you follow the link I'm going to drop into the show notes today and check out Sylvia Duckworth's epically awesome Sketchnote Fever series. You'll discover 34 super quick videos and printable handouts of the icons featured in every single one. Isn't that amazing? Thank you, Sylvia. Thanks so much for joining me today to talk about Sylvia Duckworth's wonderful series, Sketchnote Fever. I really hope you're going to give it a try in your classroom. Until next time, take care of yourself and stay creative.